Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Very well.
Great to see you.
Me too.
Nurul Huda, right?
Yeah.
Where do you say?
I study at AKC.
AKC?
Yeah.
Well, what is that?
It's mean Aziz Knowledge Center.
Great. I've heard a lot about it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Very-
Nurul Huda, as a student, you learn English now.
Yeah.
You
that's
study
true.
English.
That's true.
You graduate or you study still?
No, I'm still studying.
Which level?
2. I
Level two.
finished 2 and I'm going to
To the
3.
three.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really great. So
thanks.
there's a question I ask everybody these days because I wanted to know an exact answer. A lot of people think that if you can speak English, you don't have to go down the street and speak English. If I use English on the transport or at the street or at the market or everywhere else, people look at me like weird. So my question here, why people see that the importance of the language and English is really very necessary these days, and everybody's supposed to learn the language because of the need of the language. And again, if you practice it everywhere, people look at you like weird and you don't have to use it. So from your point as a student, why?
Well, first of all, I think this is because the speaking English in the street nowadays is something new. It's not as usual. So people, when you speak, they look at you like, oh, look, is he mad?
Okay.
So I think this is because it's just new. So if people carry on speaking, it'll be better. And this is really going to affect students a lot. Because, speaking English, need to speak it everywhere. Because if you just narrowing yourself in a little environment, you cannot going to speak as usual, as a native. You know what? Because when speaking English in the street is not the same as in the forest, in the valley, at house. There are different words that you use in different situations.
Okay, great.
So you need to speak it
great,
everywhere.
I get it. But why even the average of, even the learners, the educated people, a very good average, the average, they still think, if you go to university, Department of English and French,
Yeah.
and if you speak English, they still look at you weird and look at you, wow, look at the guy speaks English. Though this is the place of learning language and speaking English. So, even the educated people not really accepting the truth that we need to practice it everywhere. If I speak on the transport, if I speak at university, or everywhere, they don't have to look at me like somebody not from them, somebody not from the same society, or somebody's out of the city, or he's not a citizen, supposed to be a stranger, or something like that. Why even these teachers and good learners and these people, they look at you like you don't have to do that. It sounds like it's really shame when you do that.
Yeah.
This is why I'm wondering, even learners and educators, they look at you like a stranger. Why is this?
Well, for them, for not to do it, it's because it's not usual. But when you see other people speak and you just look to him in that point of view, it's really a lack of education, lack of awareness. Because you should not enter yourself in everywhere.
Yeah, you're right.
If you want to do it, if you don't want to do it, let me do it. So
yeah,
why
that's
you?
great. Yeah, I like it.
It's because lack of awareness.
So, what is your advice to everybody in Sudan? Because you're talking about Sudanese and in Sudan in particular. So, what are you saying to them? What are you advising them about making an environment of speaking English everywhere? What are you saying?
Yeah, especially my advice is going to the students. They just should speak everywhere, at home, anywhere.
They don't have to care.
Yeah,
Don't have to worry
you
about
don't
it.
have to care a lot.
Great.
Don't care about that.
So guys, this is a message from Nurul Huda from AKC learningenglish.com. She's telling everybody, you guys, you don't have to be afraid. Use it, practice it until you learn it, and then you forget it. Otherwise, you will never create an environment. Sudan has no environment of speaking English. We don't speak English at restaurants and hotels. We don't, and the street, malls. We don't really speak English at all. So unless you create your occasions, unless you practice it, you find nobody helps you create an environment for you. Thank you, Nurul Huda.
Thank
Great to
you
meet you.
too.
Thank you, guys.